Like on my way here, right? I actually like while counting, I realized that I drank over 4 bottles of water. Like that is like how hot it is currently. And I decided to put my shades somewhere. I don't know where I put them, and I know that like by the time we leave the venue, I'll definitely need them. So yeah, like it's very very hot. Like, and also I'm actually confused being that like uh, with the level of heat that is currently being experienced here in Alex, ne? Because the South African Weather Service issued a warning earlier on in the week saying that there's a possibility of flooding, la and ali. So like which begs so like it's leading me to being actually like confused kutaku kahle kwenda kahisa katitimela kuna mfula, like what's happening, chief? So my boy, like I'd like you to tell me that what's your take on like this drastic weather patterns that are currently happening, like I don't know that kwenda kaini. 1 minute is hot, 1 minute is cold, kuna mfula, kuna snow, and what's happening?
This weather patterns, so they're confusing me too, Muhluri. Like this, today it's hot, today there's a storm, tomorrow a hailstorm. I don't know what's happening. So what should we do, Muhluri?
Okay, that one. If you want to know like what should we do, I'm guessing that you better continue watching. And if you're tuning in, you're tuned in to the Child Human Rights Defenders podcast, brought to you by Save the Children. And I'm your boy Ejara Kamabutani Muhluri. But then I'm from Binroation, from one of our nan. I lost my show nan.
So at least.
So at least, how much at least seen.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Young Ion on the mic. They know me as Young Ion.
Okay, but then right now we're not on the mic, we're on the camera.
Oh, on the camera, don't know me by Renaye Mahatlane.
Okay, and then, well, I'm guessing you can give him your digital round of applause for that introduction. So, moving forward, Chief. Like we discussed, like this drastic change of weather pattern is actually like distracting and also confusing. Yeah? So it. And then it's like what I did like last night, I decided to like online, like let me see like what is happening, right? So I discovered this term, very climate change, right? So from what I know, like climate change is the drastic change in weather patterns over a long period of time. So like when I was your take on like this particular aspect that you can make climate change, like what's your take on like climate change, like what's the overview, like mabonela when I climate change like ishanjani so embuti
climate change, it's weather, like it's all about weather and temperature, all that stuff. So it's all about changing weather that is contributed by human beings. Like bani bona ba isa kuma taera ba toitoya ba isa in fossil fuels, stuff like that. Then the greenhouse gases clog up the ozone layer. Then the heat gets trapped. Then it's too hot.
Yeah, speaking of heat that is getting trapped.
Yo.
Chief, what's the feeling? Are you sleeping? What the guy in your body?
The heat. It's the heat. It's all about the heat.
Yeah, you see what? We need to start investing in aircons now. But then let's hope that not the John cause climate change.
Yeah.
So being that like you mentioned that like climate change is contributed by humans, ne? Like not that like what are some of the practical things that we do that actually contribute to climate change? Like what impact do people have to climate change?
I bet. So you see those cars, ne? Cars be like producing greenhouse gases.
What kind of cars?
Like
different cars.
There's electric cars. There's the other cars, the gas, the one use gas.
The ones that use petrol.
Yeah. So those cars produce greenhouse gases, which clog up the atmosphere. We pollute, we litter, we do everything like that. Burn fossil fuels, we burn everything. So those gases, they are like endangering us. So we have to stop those kind of things.
Okay, so basically, like from what you just said, that has been a scope like one with like basically we ban things we're not supposed to be banning. We're driving. We are littering.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I know, children don't drive. Okay, we litter. Children litter. Children litter. So basically, it means that like everyone has like plays a role in there being climate change. And I read somewhere, that would like basically like this cycle of climate change like started a very very long time, like particularly during the first industrial revolution. I remember that time. Okay, yeah, we were not there, but we're not there. But then I read somewhere that would like during those times, yeah, they steam trains, like basically.
The coal
yes,
trains, yeah.
Yes, the coal trains, like when industrialization is long, but I nailed it. Yes, like basically when industrialization was taking over.
Yeah.
So like particularly like this cycle like started from like back then, and started from back then. So, and being that like we as children, we also like play a vital role, like to this, and like we're all being affected.
Yeah.
And being that like it's not like something. Yes, we're suffering for something that we're not there when it started.
Yeah.
But then even our parents were not there. Our grandparents were not there. Even our great parents were not there. But then all of us are bearing those consequences. And like I like to give a practical. I love giving practical examples. Let's say like my home village, and like while growing up, I like it was very very green, and I could see like I remember like seeing a thing. I remember seeing a chameleon for the first time, and I actually ran away because like it looked very very weird, and this thing was changing colors, so like I was actually confused, and I was like 3 years. I was like 3, and then fast forward, now I'm 18 years old. When I go there's no chameleon to be found. Rain is no longer there. Yes, even butterflies. Like there was a time where like butterflies would be normal thing. Would be normal thing. And then now like slowly but surely they're deteriorating. And also like some species of plants. Like yes, some
species of plants.
Yes, some species of plants. Like msinya one na say like if someone like ana ibona bunson. Kuna mazwila okay, I don't mina nkombela mntaka mazwila ini ishinani
Isilunga state.
Isilunga anishti chills. Let's call them chills, just for the sake of the point, right? Like like ana mawu. So like basically it means that like these drastic weather patterns are now affecting like our ecosystem. So like I want to know like from you like what are some of the impacts of climate change to our environment and our ecosystem in general, being that an ecosystem is more like one organism relies on the other to survive. So being that now our main source of energy and basically everything else, like Mother Nature is trying to like basically it's trying to like it's not personal. It's not personal. It's beef now. It's beef now. So like how is our ecosystem affected?
Okay, how is our ecosystem affected? The sunlight. Yeah, we talked about the sunlight and everything like that. So the sunlight, when it's overheating, produces too much heat. That kind of heat can like, it can affect human beings. People who have some kind of condition like that, and that. Then if there's less human beings, meaning there's less plants, because plants need our carbon dioxide to breathe in, then they give us back oxygen. So if there's less human beings, plants will die, then they won't consume enough carbon dioxide, will die, then oxygen will not be there, then people die.
Okay, but now like I just realized something, right? You know how like when you farm a cow, you'll milk the cow, and then you'll get milk, and then also get meat from the cow. What if plants are farming us? Like think about it.
We give them
carbon dioxide. They give us oxygen. We give cows grass. And then from there, when we pass away or when we die, we become basically fertilizers. Then we fertilize them for them to grow.
They're farming us.
I never said that. I said what if. It's a hypothetical thing. It's a hypothetical thing. It just needs you to like think about it, right? So, remember, there is basically a saying that I love like using. It's like if you don't know about something, you either become a victim or a perpetrator.
Yeah.
So now all of us are victims of climate change.
Climate change.
Being that like so little is known about climate change. So like go deeper. Like what do you think is like particularly important for us to like advocate on climate change? Like the importance of that, you know what, this thing is affecting us. We don't want this.
Yeah. Speaking about that, there was this thing. We had a march 2 months ago. Back then, we were talking about climate change, how it affects us, and how we're gonna stop it. We're gonna decrease it because it can't be stopped, literally. How we're gonna decrease it and stuff like that. So as people, as children, because we can't like, our voices are heard, but we're not that much. So we can raise awareness, so people can know that climate change is there. It's gonna affect us in some kind of way. Yeah.
Okay, so basically the importance of us advocating is like from what you said. Now what I picked up, like basically it's a form of raising awareness, making sure that we are not being affected by it. So I feel like it's very, very important for us to like speak, basically like advocate against climate change and basically like everything which harms us. Being that so like basically if something is affecting you and you say nothing about it, you should do nothing about it. Like that thing like I might as well just keep on doing it. Let's take that go right now. If I come here and like push you every day and you don't do and you don't do anything or don't say anything about it, it will become a habit. I can't be pushing you, won't do anything. So like it's very, very important for like particularly us as like children to like speak out on everything which affects us. Being that excuse me, like being that like number one, I love saying out of the 6 million plus children, and I think the children are being born every day. Out of the 6 million plus children, what if all of us, we have the same goal? Do you think that we can fail?
No, I don't think so. Because children have power.
Yes, children have power. We just don't use it. We're not the next generation. We're not the leaders of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Technically, we are the leaders of now.
Yes.
And so like we have to claim that right. Like it's more like I'm giving you money in your bank card. That I go and withdraw it. You have to go and withdraw it for each of that money. You have money, but then it's still there.
You need to withdraw it.
You need to withdraw it. So like you need to take a stand against like injustices that are currently faced by children. So according to me, like that is the most important thing on like
advocacy.
On like advocacy. Like why is it so important to go? Excuse me, guys. No sweet long and the second is like guys are go. There's too much heat in my body, man. And so like it's very, very like important. On like on the things which affect them negatively. So I heard you mentioning that we had a march, right? So apart from the march, like what other initiatives are there actually there as like a platform advocate like their rights? Like what other platforms, like what other initiatives that are there?
I don't know if it's children, but what's this? COP. COP.
Yes, COP.
Yeah, and what's this? What else?
Okay,
there's COP. There's what else?
Okay, for our viewers in LA, it's like what is COP?
Conference of the Parties. Yeah, Conference of the Parties is whereby leaders from other countries meet together and like discuss climate change, how it affects them, and how they're gonna stop it. Yeah.
Okay, and I think our, like when you said COP, when I'm thinking Bopa. You see?
Yeah.
So but like honestly, like that is very very fascinating to see like leaders actually like take a stand on climate change and actually like unite on one thing.
Yeah.
And so out of all the countries that we have, if all of them like what's my answer, then we discuss this because remember the first world countries and like your what's this your USA, your China, being your Germany, being that like they are high in industrialization. Remember,
Yeah.
Like they're more advanced, and so basically like they have precautions already in place. And let's take poor old South Africa, and like ish, like so about pet, so about blind, and
Yeah.
like poor old us, we're being affected. We're a third world country. We're still developing, right? Let's say if there's a flood in
Yeah.
in in
Gauteng.
no, a
South
flood in China.
Yeah.
They can take the necessary precautions to like, to
Yeah,
make sure
yeah,
that all
yeah.
the citizens are safe, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, China built a hospital in a period of a month during the COVID period, right? Let's come to South Africa. That it takes them
3 decades.
3 decades to build a road. You see, like to repair potholes.
Yeah.
So meaning that we're still developing. So like we don't have the necessary what's this? Shlungu. Yes, we don't have the necessary precautions in place, and nor do we have the funds. So I feel like it's very very important for like all the countries to like sit down and particularly remember there's a saying again, unity is power.
Yeah.
Like united we stand, divided we shall fall. So if we stand together, like all the countries, that guy actually, but like what's but I'm also part of the country. But that guy and together. Let's say like the ones that have like more resources, more money, they can actually like assess the third world countries in order for them to like uplifted
Yeah.
and actually be ready for a climate crisis. So like what do you think oh yeah, you were still mentioning the other initiatives that are in place.
It slipped my mind, yo.
Okay, well another one that we have like under Save the Children, we have a Generation Hope campaign, right? So a Generation Hope campaign is basically like it's where like young people and remember children we've got power and all of us have the same vision here.
Yeah.
We know like our adults will die from old age, but there's a possibility that I die from climate change, right? So it's more like a collective of young people and with the relevant stakeholders whom we are fighting for one thing. We're fighting for climate injustice. And being that we as children, like we're being negatively affected by climate change. I won't lie and say that there are positives to it. Yes, there can be positives to it, but then it's mostly the negatives. And like let's take a child who is in KZN right now. KZN is suffering from floods. One lawyer, like while they were growing up, they didn't think that one day I'll get washed away on my way to school. They never thought that. And they didn't like right now when I try, I can like slowly like try and imagine like my school like crumbling in front of my eyes on my way to school. And like seeing my house flood with my school books and all of these things. And remember, education is the key to success. At that time I cannot go to school because now I uniform. You see? So yeah, the main aim of the Generation Hope campaign is it's basically like to like advocate against climate injustice. So if you're interested in in joining the mission, Generation Hope, right? You can hit us up on our email. It's called on our email address, which will be shown down below. So the email the email address is generationhope@savethechildren.org.za. I repeat, generationhope@savethechildren.org.za. And you can also like hit us up with the phone call. We're still at ching at 012 440 7775. That is 012 $440-775, right? Remember, it must be the change that you want to see. So, moving forward, I hear that yes, back to the Generation Hope campaign, right? We have like different sites that we currently are working in, right? We have sites in KZN, we have sites in Gauteng, but in Limpopo, but then particularly I'd like to focus on Gauteng and basically like the community that I'm from, Alexandra.
Yeah.
So where are we mostly active? Being that now when you are part of the ground team, like on what sides can, like if you're interested in like fighting for climate injustices, like where can you find us?
Okay, you can find a group at Kwapigilanga, a group at Rialuhile, and a group at LXFM.
Yes.
If you want to join, just ask a person right there, where's the Save the Children group, and they'll show you directly to us.
And mind you, like with all the schools that Renaye has mentioned, it's called LX, and basically like that is just the LX site, right? And for more details, you may kindly hit the number that is currently being displayed at the bottom right now, and then you can find the site which is nearest to you. So, moving forward, being that like it's been a very very long day, like I said, so let's say I am a child, so I want to know like what role can like children play in advocating for climate injustices, like basically, I'm not talking about doing, but then like what role can you play, like the little things. Remember, the little things also matter in life. Like what little things can a child do?
Okay, a child. I get that the child are just small. They can't do those big things.
They can.
They can. But their voices must be heard. Yeah, they can. So what children can do is that they can raise awareness, talk to their peers about saving the children, climate change, all things like that, which the peers are gonna talk to their other friends. It can make up a group, and then the government or whatever it is has to hear our voices.
Okay, well, personally, I feel like, remember, like, charity begins at home. And like, with the little things, man. Like, don't litter. You know, like, you know, like, there's a fly which is buzzing here, and I feel like it's advocating for climate change. Like, it's against us. And, so, fly. Who knows? Maybe like it wants to be part of the generational campaign. Remember, we're an ecosystem. We rely on each other to survive. So maybe it wants to become an advocate, and it's fine. I'll give you the. I'll draft your form for it to like because of the enjoy that. So, I can say yes. Back to my point. I can say that like charity begins at home, and like start with the little things, and like stop littering, and use. Like try and become eco-friendly, save water, like those little things, and then you, excuse me, the heat trapped inside my body is now leaving, and then, like the little things, bro, like pick up after yourself, clean after yourself, teach your parents, yeah, mommy, daddy, and today we don't want like if it's a family and all of you have and the mother is a different car and the father is a different car, and let's say when now like today you want to drive your father's sports car to work, and the father comes back, let's say at 3 at work, yeah. Then mommy, daddy, you know what, today I feel like it's better if like all of us live in one car, and then the one which comes back earlier can also pick us up on the way back from school. And that way we're using one car and avoiding carbon emissions. And number two, like that we can do. And you know how like we like basically like being that like now we're in the fourth IR. Everything basically it's turquoise.
Yeah.
So how about remember little things matter. And when I'm done using the laptop, switch it off.
Yeah.
You're saving electricity. When if you're not using the lights, switch them off. And like that way you're using less electricity, so meaning that you're playing your part in like making sure that less coal is being burnt.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the like the little things that children can do. But then for the big things, we still have the Generation Hope campaign on that one. So, yeah, good people. Like I'm very, very hot. I'm overheating right now. And yeah, unfortunately, I know, and I know going to light a corn, but then
We're
I'm
saving
ve-
electricity.
we're saving electricity, and also we don't have electricity. so, so on that one, I feel like it's better for me to like love and leave you. And it's been the Child Human Rights Defenders podcast. And remember to like, subscribe, comment, retweet. What
Whatever
else?
it is.
What else?
Like, subscribe, repeat, comment.
Join the movement. Being that we're in this together.
Yeah.
Remember, we're in this together. We only have planet A. There's no
No
planet
planet
B, so we must do our best to save planet A. And on that, I've been Muhluri Nkuna.
Renaye, Justin.
Let's call it a day. Let us love and leave you.
We out.
We out.